Hi, I'm Alex, and this is my ex-military truck, and I converted into an overland camper. I can be in the Arctic in the winter with negative 40 degrees temperatures, and I can also be in Mexico in the summer with 100 plus degrees. I've done more miles in 6 months than the Army did in 25 years. I have fog lights for general lighting, and then I have LED lights for party mode.
Alright, so tell me about the truck.
In my previous conversion, I was in the Yukon for a year, and I realized that this wasn't fit for me. I needed something more capable. I want to go places where people don't usually go or just simply can't go because they don't have the right vehicle. I don't want to be limited by the weather, so I built this rig to be 4-season. I've had some pretty cold winter in it. I had negative 40 degrees, nothing frozen inside, and I can't wait to try pretty hot summers. I hope to travel 5 years with this truck, all the way down to South America, probably ship it to Africa, then I'll climb my way all the way to Europe and then across to the US again. I also didn't want to buy an Earth roamer or a $750,000 rig, and this is 1/10 of the price. Paid $45,000 for this box. On top of that, I spent another $30,000 to build all of the inside. My dream is to visit and explore places that haven't been ruined by Instagram yet. And having built this truck, I feel like I have good chances of seeing my dream come true. As you can see, it's quite a few steps to get up to the cab. It's 5 feet high. Wow. The door I picked has an insulation cover, which I can open to get more lights in. And the door also splits open to have a bear protection mesh and mosquito net. So this is some extra storage, leads to a big box that I have on the outside. It's not insulated, that's why there's a big cover on it. All my electrical lives right in here, these 2 cabinets. All my batteries and electrical systems. It's all made to travel around the world, so I got a 120 and 240 volt system to plug in into any country. This is my water heater control. I can just turn it on for 10 minutes if I want a quick kind of warm shower, or like the full hour and kind of have a pretty warm shower. All my lights controllable here. Can take that away with me. For my shower, I have a bilge pump which pumps my shower water back into the gray tank. I'm probably going to be in places with no internet, even no Starlink, so I have a huge hard drive with a lot of movies and TV shows, and I can just watch on my TV. In here I got my speaker system and extra storage. This is all secure and doesn't move when I drive. Nothing has fallen yet. I'm probably going to be in harsh climates, and the mini split is a must, so I had to have one which runs entirely off solar. I can run it all the time, whether if it's too warm or too hot. The roof being covered with solar panels, I have no room for a rooftop fan. This is the only fan I have, and it has LEDs. Having a 12-foot box, it was pretty difficult to find a way to put a shower, but I managed to have one that's just big enough for me. It's all a wet bath, so you can get everything wet. Doesn't matter. The toilet is a composting toilet, so I can stay off-grid for a month or 2 without having to go to a dump station. These are the original windows that came with the box. I like them a lot. They also came with box screens. And the flooring is vinyl because it's waterproof. You can spill your drink. Moving along, we got the kitchen. Cooking is really important for me. I was able to fit the biggest countertop I could in a 12-foot box without sacrificing the bed or the bathroom, and I feel like this is just enough for me. I have all of my spices, sauces, trying to minimize the amount of water that I use. Glass rinser, barely uses any water. Obviously this is my faucet, soap dispenser. I've hid my electrical outlets in here. Countertop is European walnut with a really matte finish, looks really good. Obviously I have induction. I'm going to be traveling countries where propane is going to be different than the US system. It's going to be extremely difficult to refill. This is the only option I could think of. Drawer with all of my utensils. This is my trash can and water system, hot water heater. The fridge is 2 drawers. I really like this system. I feel like I can put a lot more things in the fridge than with a regular one. This is my Securing Dinette. I have all my tools here, easy to get to inside. This is room for another big freezer. And all of my pantry is right down in those huge drawers. I like to host a lot of people in the truck, and that's why I have a secondary dinette and a first dinette. Last night we even managed to fit 29 people inside. It was a little cramped, but we managed. This is the main Dinette. Fits 6 people comfortably, and it's built on top of my water system. I have 100 gallon, 380 liters of water, and another 60 gallon of grey water. The plumbing system is also able to sustain pretty low temperatures. I was at negative 30 degrees just a month ago. Nothing froze, and I don't even have tank heaters. Just like a van, I can open the back door and I get a view, except right now I have the bag blocking it. This turns into my bed. And if you want to watch movies or TV, I have a huge 43-inch TV.
Right now, I'm getting paid.
So this chassis is usually called the M1078. I got lucky and I found one that already has the box, which is called the M1079. There's only 1% of the chassis that were built with the box. It was all green, army green, and I painted everything gray, something softer. Other than that, I wanted to keep the cab pretty basic. It's just an iPad for having my GPS tracks, and it's pretty much the same as the original cab. It comes with a Cat 3116, all mechanical engine, easy to work on. That's pretty important for me. I want to be able to fix it on the side of the road when I'm going to be stuck somewhere. I know what's going to happen. The transmission is a Nissan 3070 PT. Got 7 gear, got a quad gear. I can go pretty much anywhere at any speed. The Army had it limited to 52 miles an hour. I got the gears changed and I can do 70 now. This is the snorkel. It's pretty high up. I can float water up to 5 feet deep, no problem. I can't wait to try that out. The cab itself has its own suspension, independent from the truck, so it's pretty smooth when you ride inside the cab, not as smooth when you ride inside the cab. Most of my outdoor storage is on the rooftop, but I'm going to build lots of boxes around the truck when I get the time. The entire roof is covered with solar panels, 1640 watt of residential panel. That's enough power for me. I got a 55 gallon fuel tank, and I know I average about 7 to 7.5 miles to the gallon. The truck is all-time 4x4. I get 30% of the power sent to the front, 70 to the back, and I can lock the central differential to have a true 4x4 50-50 when I go off-road. The truck comes with 40 inches tires, which take a while to inflate, but I can do that from the comfort of the cab. I just push a button and it inflates and deflates the tires for me. The spare tire, which is 390 pounds, has also a hydraulic lift to get it down. There's no way I could do this myself. I'm not ready for the day I'm gonna have a flat tire, but thankfully I got run flats, which means I can run my tires with 0 PSI. I could go very slow, but I can run with no air in the tire.
My mind is being blown right now.
There's so many places in the world that are incredible and pretty hard to get to. And I feel like there's only one vehicle that can get to it, and it's those kind of rigs.